Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead, and today it's negative 20.
It's cold.
And we're going to talk about some of the challenges that you face when you're on a homestead slash hobby farm slash self-reliant paradise.
Yeah.
When it's below zero.
Yeah.
So,
Brr.
and we got some vloggy family stuff to share. So hang in there and, well, like and subscribe, and you know the deal. Here we go. What's your favorite, baby?
Can you make the path of snow more straight to the door?
What?
Well, look at it.
I did.
Well, kind
Look at
of.
that.
See, it goes
That's
that
pretty
way,
good.
and then we have to go that way. But if you can go this way with it.
Oh my gracious! Look
I'm-
how straight and nice this is.
No, but it's you got to go that way and then that way.
Oh.
It's not. It's just a favor. Please.
I suppose. All right, so
No idea you were home.
negative 22,
Yeah.
and it's really, really cold.
Really cold.
Dealing with the yeah, the camera's freaking out. It's all right.
There's something on it.
It's all right.
Here. Nope.
Don't touch. Touchy.
It's hold
No
on.
touchy.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No. Stop
I'm not
it.
gonna touch it.
Stop
I'm
it.
just
Get
blowing
away.
on.
Get away. When it gets really cold out, stuff goes wonky.
Stuff goes wonky. This has been awesome. The only hiccup that we had was some ice built up in here when it got really cold, and so I just moved that over here, and it was fine.
Yeah, too, for people that maybe have not seen the video, we use a surge milker because, well, that's a long story. Yeah, we only have one cow that is milked, but whatever.
It saves so much time, and it doesn't hurt my hands, and we actually milk 2 cows in the morning, honey. 2 in the morning.
But anyway, so that chamber right there is filled with an oil that's a lubricant for the pump. Well, it got so cold when it gets past like negative 10 that it starts sludging up and it's wanting to stop. So we actually had to use this heat lamp there just to keep it so that it'll keep on trucking.
Right. We do have it on a timer, so it's not on 24/7. So
Yeah.
it comes on an hour or 2 before we start milking, and then it shuts off maybe a half hour after we're done. So it's only on for a couple of hours.
Yep.
Well, maybe 4 hours a day. So it saves us a lot of money, but it's it's a huge benefit.
Well, and we, when it gets super cold, we, well, here, hold on a second. When it gets super cold, we let the cows come and hang out in here in the barn at night. If they so desire, we leave it open to where they can pick. And you'd be surprised. A lot of times they just don't want to be in here.
No, they won't come in here. They'll sleep outside by the hay. But
Yeah.
I bet you tonight they will come in.
It's freezing.
Windy and it's really cold.
That's really the trick, is the wind. They don't like the wind.
Right. All right. So you gotta watch the dance. The dance is really funny. That's what I call it.
It's-
It is synchronized
Cows.
cows. They know exactly where to go and exactly the order they go in. So
Okay, hold on.
this
Let
is
me
quite
pause a second.
hysterical.
I can turn the camera around. All right, show them the dance.
All right. Closer.
Synchronized cattle.
Yeah, as we try to film, it's all messed up.
Yeah. One goes here, they know where to go. One goes there,
And
they
that's
know
it.
where to go.
Yep.
And then this one
Look at your belly.
automatically has no issue at all,
Now,
jumping right on in.
right.
She's already got her food. Oh, look at that thick coat,
I know.
her
It's
thick inner coat. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. Look
Was
at,
that- that
look
was
at
hope.
This is my hands going in her hair. Oh my goodness, it's so fuzzy and awesome. I love it. You're
Well, people
so
don't
fat.
realize that these cows are designed to
Yeah.
be able to be out in the cold.
Yes, they really are. And they build up this coat in the fall to be ready for winter. And most of the time when they come in after snow, they've got a coat of snow on them because there's this thick layer of hair that's protecting their skin from the cold of the snow. But
Yeah.
she's so soft. And I just
Dottie.
love your belly.
She's
is
a
so
sweetheart.
fat.
This one here is pregnant.
She is pregnant, and actually, her birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't
Her
realize
birthday
that.
is tomorrow.
What are we going to
February
get her for her
7th.
birthday?
I think I might give her a little extra scoop of grain.
You're going to get an extra scoop of grain tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
Happy pre-birthday.
We love our Dottie. She's a sweet girl.
Well, I like Honey too.
I like Honey too. We've raised Dottie as a calf. We had her as a calf. And if you go back and watch the goat dancing video Brad put up a couple of weeks ago, you'll see Dottie in there as a baby.
Yep.
And so she's been our sweet little girl for 4 years. And
all right. Well, let me put
to
this away so we can actually get the work done.
yeah, that's true.
All right, one of the things that has to get done twice a day, and Hope just started doing it, is you got to bust the ice up in our water tanks for the animals. Even though we have a really nice heater on here, we still get a good 1.5 inches thick of ice almost, well, twice a day, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, twice a day when it's super cold. This heater doesn't keep all of the water thawed, but it keeps a good, nice big circle that's 18 inches around thawed, so that they can still get in there and drink, but it still doesn't keep it it still keeps it warm.
Well, and heaven forbid you lose power,
right.
But we got to keep on top of it regardless.
Yep.
So
we break up the ice twice a day, and then refill it twice a day.
And that hose right there, that's actually a heated hose.
It is a heated
hose. That was a gift from my dad.
Yep, Dad gave us that, and it has been a humongous blessing. We have it attached to the wall in there, so it's not getting stepped on or crimped or anything like that. We use those C-hook things to just kind of attach it to the wall to keep it there, so it's just there. It is really cold.
It's
today.
really cold.
Yeah.
I think it's like 25, 30 mile an hour winds right now. This one's trying to get.
This is Clover.
Clover's a sweetheart. She was Dottie's.
Honey's.
Honey's.
This is Honey's baby from last spring. She will actually be 1 year old here at the end of March. You're trying to eat my hair, you goofball. And she actually we still do a calf share with her, which we separate them at night, most nights, and except when it's really cold, then we don't. We separate them at night, and then I milk Honey in the morning, and then she's with her mom all day long.
Well, now a calf share, just so people, like you just described, the cow this one gets half of the milk.
Half the milk.
And then we harvest the other half because we can't use all of it.
Nope. And actually, I mean, you look at her, she's a gorgeous cow. She's super healthy. She's going to be a great milk cow one day.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
probably next year.
And there's Puzzle back there. He's just being shy.
Are you high?
All right, now this one knows time to go out.
Time to go out. At least for a minute, and then we'll let you in. Okay? Come on, good girl.
We got it all nice and cleaned up in here. Everything's good.
And I got to tell you, don't use straw or hay for your bedding. It is a pain to clean up. Pine shavings are perfect.
Yeah, but you got to know somebody with a mill, which
we're
very lucky.
Yeah, and this hay that's right here was what Clover was fed last night.
Yeah.
So she didn't eat it all.
Hey, what's with the caboose? All right, here we go.
Gonna take this off.
What do you got there?
A really long icicle.
That was in the chicken coop?
No, it was on the side on the lean-to.
Gotcha.
Yesterday I found one.
Whoop. Thought you were done.
Yesterday I found one that was like this much longer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, another thing that you got to be careful of when you're farming in the super cold is that you're checking for your eggs multiple times a day, because it does not take long for one of these guys to freeze up and become, like a rock.
Yeah.
It's really, really fast, so we check it 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how cold it is.
Oh, good.
But I think we're good. All of them are good this time.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, and they don't go to waste.
Even the ones
Even the
that
frozen.
Yeah.
We leave them in a bowl on the counter, and we feed them to the dogs, and they love them.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's take a look at that right now. And this is what happens to the eggs that get left over.
No,
that's for Nana.
No, that is not for Nana.
You gotta let Nana have some
Sorry,
egg.
Nana will get some egg in a little while.
Oh, Nana, we'll get you an egg. Brutus jumped in there and he Said, I'll take the eggs. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
Thank
you
very
cannot
much.
have the brush. Sorry.
Here. All right, your turn. You get some delicious egg too.
Good boy, Brutus.
The amount of restraint that he is displaying right now is amazing.
Huge.
Oh, you're gonna have to clean up the floor too, dude, now. Okay. Well, it is about 9 o'clock. No, not 9 o'clock yet. I think about 8 o'clock. And it's supposed to be a good -8 outside. And we just lost power. And I'm walking over here to see. Neighbors did too. They're off over there and they're off over there. But good news is we do have a plan. Plenty of candles, plenty of flashlights, and right now I'm gonna go and find our solar generator, which is in its stored location in the garage, and then we're gonna get a wood fire going because right now the propane, even though it's propane, you still need electric to make that work. So I'm gonna get a fire going in the regular old fireplace. So keep you posted, but oh, you got me beat, huh?
Well, yeah. We gotta divide and conquer.
Yeah. All right. So how we doing out here?
Good. I'm just letting the fire get going before I close up the bottom door.
Okay. Well, then let's find our solar lights. Yep. Okay, so this is funny, but it's also good. Is that just as soon as we got everything in place, I was getting ready to put the light up to our solar generator, and lights come back on.
The power came back on.
Power came back on.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you what, hon, it's so nice knowing that we are ready for these kind of storms and these kind of weird events.
Nobody flipped out. I mean, when kids were little, of course, they're like, oh, but
Not now.
Not now. They know we've got stuff to
Take care of business.
take care of business. We have wood fire as a backup, so we lit a fire, which
Fortunately, we didn't need it.
We didn't really need it, so.
But we should be using wood anyway.
I know.
Maybe let's keep it going. It's cheaper.
It is cheaper.
It's when we're only being lazy that,
Well, we're both have been sick, and so it takes a lot out of us to go downstairs and get the fire going and keep it going, and you know, it's our responsibility to do. Our two older kids, well, Grace and
that's not their job.
Hope and Caleb do know how to feed the fire, but that's not their job. I don't want them to be responsible for that. That's Brad and I's job.
Yeah.
So
that way, you know, if God forbid there ever was a mistake, they wouldn't live with that.
Oh no, of course not. So that's it's him and I who take care of the fire. But when we've been sick, we turn on the propane because it's
convenient.
So much easier. Yeah, it's so much easier.
Anyway, a little bit of excitement.
Woohoo!
Woo! Okay, another thing that's just a little tip that if you're new to farming in the very cold, is that if you have a vehicle or a tractor or any kind of machine that runs on diesel fuel, when it gets really cold, below zero, or for us around here, below zero, -10, and it stays that way for a few days, your fuel can actually gel up. Instead of becoming, staying a liquid, it becomes like a gel, and it won't allow you to run your equipment. Well, that's why you need to keep on hand they call them CFI, which is a cold flow improver. I think that's right. The CFI. And there's various different brand names and stuff like that. But if you don't watch out for your diesel fuel gelling up, you won't be able to move hay. You won't be able to do a lot of things. Or if your vehicle, you can't plow, you could be stuck in the snow. There's a lot of reasons. So watch out for that if you're in the super cold. Okay. So before we wind up some of our final thoughts, advice kind of thing, what are your comments? Put your comments down below. What would you say are important things to be aware of if you're going to do homesteading, self-reliance, farming, when it gets really cold out, super cold out? But you had a thought that it's funny, I said, what are your final thoughts? And your thought was exactly my thought.
Proper clothing. You got to have proper clothing. There's, and a friend of ours from England said, there's not bad weather, there's bad clothing.
There's no such thing as bad weather.
Yeah. If you have bad clothing in bad weather, it's not going to be pretty.
You'll be miserable.
You will be miserable.
And cold is wet. Wet is cold.
Wet is cold, yes. Wet is very cold. Gloves, layers, you got
Don't go cheap on your gloves.
Don't go cheap on your gloves. Check out the Giver gloves. Holy smokes. Love those gloves.
Yep.
They're awesome.
So, other thoughts that you'll have to put down below because we're tired. And we've milked enough cows and fought on enough frost today.
Yeah, I think my nose is finally thawed out.
Mine's still dribbling. So, anyway, that's it. I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.